So I just got here, got this bucket on. Let's get out and go check some stuff real quick. Good. Just want to make sure there's no rocks in the tires. Some mines, the way they do their ag, those rocks are just the right size, but this is what we got on. Now, I'm outside their property, but we got to go in there. And the problem is the roads are real rough. So we got to make sure that everything is good to go. Now, this thing weighs about 150, 160,000 pounds. You see how they did the rubber around. I didn't load this. Another driver loaded it, ran out of time, had to go do something else. So I'm finishing this one up. Good to go. Got a little hook right there. Chances are that's going to be stuck in there because as this flexes when you're going down the road, those hooks like to wedge their way in. Let's see, they got another one up here. I think there's a total of about 10 chains. And if you guys don't know who I am, I'm the Heavy Haulin' Fool from TikTok. I'm gonna be posting a lot more content on YouTube. Tired of TikTok shit, and we're gonna see what happens. But this particular driver had decided to crib it up like this, and I don't like to do that. And I'll show you why. You can see how that block is starting to work its way out. We're gonna have to go very, very, very slow from here all the way into the pit. And again, let me reiterate, we're outside mine property right now. I cannot film in there, and I will respect the customer's wishes and policies. Personally, I set it down right on the frame rail and I roll this bucket forward more, and these teeth are sitting about here, and it also makes the height lower. This son of a gun is tall. I'm not gonna tell you how tall it is. You got a couple flags on here. I honestly don't understand why you would even waste your time on these. Now, there's two ways you can do this. You can go from there around just like that, just like they did, which is fine. Or you can do what we call choking. Put the chain around it, back to itself, and boom. Problem is they only give you half the rating. So this chain is good for like 10, 11,000 pounds. And when you do it like this, I think they only give you half the rating, so you have to use a lot more chains, even though it's fine. Like, you're gonna get your 10,000 out of that. For whatever reason, DOT wants you to like run the chain through the trailer, back around and to the chain. I don't know. We've been doing it like this, no problem. We won't worry about that guy. That guy ain't going nowhere. But again, this is my personal preference to go like this. In the middle, that's completely fine. And you can see how they did this right there. Again, I like to just put a piece of rubber down right there. And when they set it down with the gantry crane where you load this whole thing will just kind of roll forward and sit just right. Now the thing is, what messes everybody up, when they rebuild these buckets, they have a what's called a wear package. That's like this stuff, and there's teeth that go on here so these don't wear out and all this stuff, right? But sometimes they don't always put it back in the same spot. So you go to load a bucket and you count like 1, 2, 3 tooth, it's got to go there. But when they go to put it on this time, they've welded these in different spots. It really doesn't matter exactly what position these go in, as long as they're evenly spaced. But when you're transporting it, it can kind of throw you off when you're trying to load it, because you know, you might have put that tooth on the frame rail last time and now that tooth has to go on the frame rail this time. And you have to kind of offset this thing, because with these trailers, see how the neck is like that? You pretty much have it resting on the fifth wheel, and you have the back clam shell on there and the teeth sticking out. It's, if you draw a line right down the center, there's more weight this way. So you have to push the bucket to the side so that it sits level when you pick the trailer up. Imagine if you were to set this bucket on a tightrope and you have the center line of the trailer. That's where you have to imagine you want all your weight pushing down, whether the bucket has to be forward, back, left, or right. Kind of neat. So there's a truck. Didn't have to run with the axle down. These things are pretty cool. These go on a Komatsu PC 7000 And this is on the 8-tire Cozad, Big Daddy Cozad. These are the mechanical necks. These trailers are honestly really good. They're a pain in the ass to use in the wintertime. But other than the power tower, there's no hydraulics like on the trailer. This one doesn't even have bump steer. It's just very basic and it's rugged as hell. Now, when they fully dressed as bucket, it'll weigh even more. Sometimes when they first try to ship these, they had the teeth on them, which make them even wider. And we have to take them off because it's just so hard to haul. This is pretty much 90% complete. So, hope you guys enjoyed that.